Today I'm in West Mersey yet again, and I'm doing another, I'm going to attempt another QRP activation of a small island. Now this one I've never done before. It's called Great Cobb Island, which is in the main sort of channel through to Tollesbury. That's kind of over in that direction, but the entrance is kind of over there. And I'm using a FT817 again, and I'm using an MFJ telescopic whip, which I've used before. I posted a video of that on here a few weeks back when I operated from the beach at Packenshed Island, which is in front of me. If you've seen that video, you'll see that I kind of improvised with the mounting arrangement for the whip by packing out the mount with granite off of the beach at the Packenshed, and I'm working on a modification for that which will improve things. I haven't managed to do that yet, so I'm going to stop off at the Packenshed, grab some granite chunks, chuck them in my tank well behind me, and then do the same again. And then what I'll do is I'll bring them back and put them back on the beach where I got them from on the way back. So here I am at the shed. This granite was dumped here a few years back to help shore up the defences of the island to protect against erosion. So it's not natural here. So there's no granite on the island that I'm going to. So okay, so I have in front of me now the southern tip of Great Cobb Island. So here I am at Great Cobb Island, and this is the beach that I was hoping to land on. But I think I'm going to need a bit more water if I don't want to scramble over that mud. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go around to the other side here and see if there's anywhere better to land. If not, I do have a plan B, which is to go and set up on Cobmarsh Island. There you go, this is more like it. So I'm going to haul up on here. I'm going to try and set up quite quickly. I do need to keep an eye on the tide, but I'm just looking at the beach as I pull up. And although it's quite soft underfoot, this is predominantly shingle down here. So I think this will do. Well, sadly today, I don't think this is going to happen. I'm getting a high SWR, and the last time I used this, it was fine because it's kind of full length quarter wave on 20 meters. I didn't bring an ATU with me because there's no inductive loading on it. It's relatively broad banded because it's full size. I've just got two counterpoise wires going out just along the ground, which is no different to what I've done 100 times previously. And I didn't know if it felt like it was a dodgy connection on one of the PL259, so I switched them round. The one that's at the analyzer end now was at the feed point here, and it hasn't really made any difference. And I've moved it up and down from the sort of 17 foot down to see if the SWR drops, and I can't get it below an acceptable level really, so I'm going to abandon the plan, I think, which is no big deal. It's nice being out here. I've got nothing better to do. Hey ho, the end of the world, is it? It just makes all it does is, although it doesn't bother me not activating this island, which I've had in my sights for years, it's probably makes it more likely that I'll come back and try it again sooner than I would have done. I will come and try it again at some point in the not too distant future, when I can get an appropriate tide and I can work out what went wrong. Must be just a dodgy connection or something. And anyway, who's to say, because it's quite early still, it's only probably about 7:30. I mean, who's to say that I would have had any contacts anyway? That's the way I'm looking at it. Great Cob Island. See you again someday soon. Right, so stop back at packing shed. Okay, so here I am, day 2. After yesterday's failure to activate Great Cob Island, I said that I'd be more inclined to go back and do it, attempt it again, sooner. So here I am, the very next day. Well, here I am again, Great Cob Island. Here I am. Okay, so I'm set up and kind of ready to go. It's taken me about 20 minutes to set up, I suppose. So basically what I've got a roach pole, which is it's actually a 6-meter roach pole, but the top 3 segments, sections are missing. And at the feed point up there I've got a SOTA beams, lightweight 1-to-1 balun, and then basically it's a V dipole, inverted V dipole. So I've got the ends coming down to fiberglass tent poles that slot into each other, and they're just actually dug into the soft mud. I have got some bring some backstays with me to peg them out, but don't need to do that. And then the guys are just poly cord, paracord, and they're just dug into the soft mud with just lightweight alloy tent poles. The pole itself is quite cheap. It's from a company called Decathlon, and it's called a Capellan Telepocket 600 Travel. I'll see if I can find a link to it and put it in the description. But they're quite cheap. And then I've just got it fed with RG174 to the 857 and LDG Z100 Auto ATU. I did just put it on the analyzer, and SWR is about. I think it's I didn't check sort of up and down the band, but it's 2.5 to 1 or thereabouts on the sort of in the middle of the band. But I'm not going to adjust it or anything, which is why I bought the ATU, because every time you put it up it's different over different ground, etc. So that'll do. So anyway, I'm going to turn the radio on now and see if I can get some contacts. It's still quite early. Time is, forgive me all the shaking about, time is 8:10. Sun's come up a bit, it's nice and warm. So I've got about 20 minutes before high tide, and then I need to think about getting out of here. So when I pack down, it will be a very quick pack down. Yeah, okay, thanks very much for the 59. Yes, you have the name correct. It's Kevin, Kilo Echo Victor Alpha November, and your report is also 59. Also 59 with me. 2 Echo 0 Whiskey Mike Golf Portable, Roger.
Okay, Golf the letter. 2 now I write down on the log. 2 Echo 0 Whiskey Mike Golf.
Okay, 73 Toto, thanks very much for the contact. Bye bye.
Bye bye, QRZ Lima Zulu 1 Whiskey Romeo.
Well, that's 3 contacts, and I like to get 4 to consider an activation. So as soon as I've got the 4th one, then I'm going to go. Time now is 8:30, so it's about high tide 10 minutes ago or thereabouts. So there's no desperate hurry, but it'd be good to get the 4th contact in the log, and then pack up and go. What a beautiful day, look at that. Absolutely gorgeous. Nicer than yesterday. I got my shorts on today. Didn't bother putting the wetsuit trousers on. Anyway, let's try and get this last contact. 2 Echo 0 Washington, Mexico, Germany portable. Calling CQ and standing by.
1 X-ray Charlie, Ocean Kilo 1 X-ray Charlie.
Ocean Kilo 1 X-ray Charlie, thanks for coming back to the call. You're 59 with me. My name is Kevin, Kilo Echo Victor Alpha November. Kevin is my name, Roger.
Roger, Kevin, thank you very much. Good morning. Good morning from check, so to check. You're 59, very good signal. Good morning.
Right, well that's my 4 contacts, so I'm going to pack up now. I've still got plenty of water, but it's not particularly comfortable here. I'm going to invest in a small seat that I can chuck in the back of the kayak there, and then I can kind of crouch down here and operate from the kayak, with the sort of using the kayak as a table, as it were. So I'm going to pack up, just give you a little pan around so you can see what it's like. So I'm not going to take much care the care that I normally do with packing everything up, because I'll sort it out when I get over to the packing shed. And that's it, all packed up. It's a bit messy in there, but who cares? Yeah, I was getting a bit desperate there towards the end, hence I was calling CQ, which is not something that I normally do, to try and conserve battery life. I'm not so much fussed if I was just doing this activation and then going, but I wanted to get it done before the tide came up too high, or went down too low rather, and I wanted to save a bit of battery power because I want to do a bit of operating back over from packing shed. But there you go anyway, so I'm happy with that.
Flight 9, my name is Theo. Tango, Hotel Anchor, Oscar. Land pedestrian mobile, 100 kilometers northeast of Brussels. QSL.
Okay, thanks Theo. My name is Kevin, Kilo Echo Victor Alpha Zero Whiskey Mike Golf Portable, calling CQ and standing by. Mike 3 Papa Delta Mike. Thanks for coming back to the call. Your report 5757 is your report. My name is Kevin, Kilo Echo Victor Alpha November. Roger.
Echo Zero Whiskey Mike Golf Portable. Good morning. You are 59.
Thanks very much. Your report 57, peaking 57. Okay, so I've had three contacts on 40 meters with a dipole. So I'll show you what I've done. So I've just got my roach pole that I took over to Great Cobb Island, which is kind of over in that direction, and I've got my Sota Beams lightweight balun at the top, link dipole for 40, 20 and 80 that I keep over here on the shed, and the feeder is I keep over here in the shed as well. And I've just got it tied off onto some of the chairs, 2 chairs at the end, using the tent poles that I had with me over on the island. So sort of a bit of a mixture of odds and ends that I had from keeping the shed here and stuff that I had with me anyway. And I've had 3 contacts on 40 meters, and I'm gonna have another listen around on 40 and then maybe try 20. So I had a little listen around again on 40, but there's not much about that having already worked. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to drop this down a couple of segments, and then I'm going to change bands, because I can't reach the crocodile clips without lowering it a little bit, which is a lot easier than actually doing it. Excuse the camera wobbling everywhere, but that's the gist of it. So now that one's open. Need to clean these crocodile clips up, they're a bit rusty. They do sometimes get a bit wet, because it's not unknown when I'm putting the dipole up from this flagpole here to put the chairs over there, when the tide's coming in, sometimes you have to rescue the dipole. You have to wade through up to your up to your knees in the water. So it's not unknown for these ends. Oh, for these joints, I just can't quite reach it. It's not unknown for these joints to go for a little swim. Well, I've had 7 contacts on 40 with the link dipole. Didn't have any joy on 20. Okay, so I'm all packed up now, ready to go. Shed's locked, and I've got to drag the kayak quite a way down.